came out a few years ago. They got Mayweather, he came out, Nick Cannon, all them dudes started coming out saying that these dudes like, but they won't keep no commandments.
Yeah,
you know, now if they start keeping the commandments, I'll be impressed. Still with their fringes on, you know, stop buying and selling on the Sabbath days and stuff. I'll be like, okay, cool, we got something.
Next thing you see, Kanye walking with Edomites.
Yeah, you know, Kanye West said he knew he was a Jew, you know, but he started marrying Edomites. You know,
big as Edomites.
Exactly.
Exactly. You can't get no more Edomites than
Exactly.
Right.
Well, that's million followers he got.
But he marrying them. Kardashian, and then he got the new one now. It look like Kardashian. So it's just like our people just won't keep these commandments. You know, that's our biggest problem. So right now we understand our people never was told who they was, so we just deal with them on that level, give them basic commandments, whatever, give them the Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So there is no justification.
Right.
I mean, I can hold on to another one. I can't brag about any kind of righteousness that I do.
Right.
That's like the light right there, the fringes.
Yeah.
The fact that you're out here,
what year is that?
you know, that's telling you.
Gotta get them.
Give me
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 20 right there. Let me show you something right there.
Ezekiel chapter 3?
Yeah, verse 20.
Verse 20.
Friend, represent the law.
That's absolutely right. Watch that.
And it says, again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness, commit iniquity, and I laid a stumbling block before him.
See, he'll put a stumbling block. We got a brother with us that was in the truth moving around, but now he's off. Like, he's doing something else right now. Go ahead.
He shall die.
He's gonna die. Go ahead.
Because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin.
And what's gonna happen?
In his righteousness, which he hath done.
The done that he did that was right during when he was rolling
shall not be remembered.
It won't be remembered. Right? It's gonna be everything you done did all that time gonna be completely forgotten. So that's what I'm saying.
You know, like I say, I'm aware of those things. I can't pride myself as you're well. I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't do all of that. But hey, that's the bare minimum in a sense.
Right.
Like
Right.
Because you're tearing down your temple.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So at least have more love for that, huh? You know, for the temple. Right. But anyway, I'm blessed to see you folks out here.
To them fringes, man.
Yeah.
To them fringes.
The Lord, and that
Give me that.
reminded.
Yeah, give me that one. Let me read one more to you.
Yeah.
Before you go, we obligated to let our people know. Matthew 22. Start at verse 6.
Book of Matthew chapter 22, verse 8. Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidding were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Bidding people to the marriage.
So those servants went out into the highways
And did what?
and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good.
Brought both bad and good.
And the wedding was furnished with guests.
Uh-huh.
And when the king came in,
The king came, talk about Christ. When he come in,
to see the guests,
Uh-huh.
he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
seen somebody that wasn't dressed appropriately. Go ahead.
And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment?
What you doing in here? You ain't got your fringes on.
And he was speechless.
Uh-huh.
Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness.
What's gonna happen there?
There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
So that's a, you know, even though that's a parable, that goes right along with Zephaniah 1 and 8. You know, so that's why the brother was just asking, you know, the fringes, it don't be nothing, because I know you know. And being that you know, your job is to shine that light for everybody else that don't know. Right. You can't.
We almost at the end. You know, every day you've been doing that for a long time back in the days. We look how things going on now. Everything that you was teaching is picking up. It's picking up. It's all picking up. So know, and that's a good thing too about having brothers around you too. You know? So when you do start slipping or falling back, you have brothers to go to.
Right.
They can uplift you as well. But when you're by yourself, you pretty much gonna stay in hell with it. Ain't nobody out here to judge you. You know, there's I judge you, but none of my brothers gonna be around. They can't see my faults.
Right. I was almost tempted by you saying I was almost tempted to say, well, judge myself, well, you know, I'm not out here. But if you're far from where you need to be, you're still out there.
Right.
Whether you're
Exactly.
inch away
Exactly.
or a foot away, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
I don't come up with that. I'm exposed before the Most High.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's with me. I can't speak with him. At the end of the day, it's about me and the Most High. It ain't about me and the brothers or none of that kind of stuff. That comes, you know, that fellowship connects.
Right.
Because that's what he wants.
Right. That's why
That's
Zephaniah 2:1.
But yeah, but
Right. That's why he says he understands. Watch this. Zephaniah 2:1. Watch this. But watch what he tell you. All of these things was prophesied, and he knew, and a time is gonna come. You really are gonna need other brothers. Read that.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together.
Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We not the nation desire. Go ahead.
It said, before the decree brings forth,
He said before the judgment come. Watch. Go ahead.
before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth,
We the meek of the earth.
which
Go
have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
He's telling you about a time that's gonna come. Like you could, it's prophecies all the way through there talking about that time. Even when you read Isaiah 3, it's talking about a time of second Esdras where you read 15 and 16, where it talks about all these different times gonna come where you all gonna need other brothers with like minds. You know, if you out there with a whole bunch of people and they saying left and you going right, that's why our confusion. That's why he says, can two walk together unless they be agreed in English? You're gonna need like people with like minds.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor.
Go ahead.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone,
Yeah, you can't be alone.
when
Go
he
ahead.
falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
That precept that pretty heavy. I most certainly can identify with that one right now. About what I'm going through right now, which is unbelievable. And I believe it have to be spiritual. I don't know. It's almost like the enemy coming at you from all angles. And it's like, that testimony is really it's complicated, but yet it's not complicated because the scripture spread light on a whole lot of things. Because I remember the kind of stuff that I was going through. Most I spoke to my spirit that you're in the world, but you're not of the world. In other words, Brown, if you was of the world, they would love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for no love, man. I mean the love of the world. Oh, no man for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's really unbelievable. Yeah. But here I stand, and here I stand. Going through it, it's like, because it's so pervasive, and it crossed. And I know I'm not giving a lot of details, but that would be,
I understand.
that would be, get to be more involved. Bits and pieces.
I understand.
That's still that book.
Understand.
I'm talking about, but this man, it's beyond belief.
Yeah.
You understand? Because at first I didn't see it because it was so gullible and naive. I just didn't see that, coming from folks. And even folks that are close.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When my eyes came open to what was going on, nobody can give me an answer.
It's Psalms
Why?
55, verse 11. Watch this. Psalms 55, 11.
This book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 11.
Watch this. Look.
wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets.
Go ahead.
But it was not the enemy that reproached me.
There wasn't an enemy that reproached me. Go ahead.
Then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me.
So it wasn't nobody that an enemy. If I see the enemy coming, I could have knocked it out of the way. But watch who it was. Go ahead.
Then I would have hid myself
He
from
said
him.
if I knew it was somebody else, I would have hid myself from him. But what?
But it was thou, a man mine equal,
He said it was somebody, one of my boys, one of my friends, somebody close to me. Go ahead.
my guide,
Uh-huh.
and my acquaintance.
Uh-huh.
We took sweet counsel together,
We were buddies. We were friends. Go ahead.
and walked unto the house of God in company.
Uh-huh.
Let death seize upon them.
He said, let them pay for what they've done to me. Because what I'm saying is, if it was somebody that was somebody that you seen that's an enemy or whatever, you would have been prepared for it. It's like, okay, cool. But he's saying that it's somebody that's close to me that did me wrong. You know, so I would have been prepared if it was you. Now he's praying for the destruction of it, for what he did to him. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. I understand. That's what David is talking about.
That's right.
Read it again for him. Watch that. One more time. I want you to hear it.
It says, but it was
Start
not
at verse
the
11.
enemy.
11.
Wickedness is in the midst
He
thereof.
says wickedness amongst us. Go ahead.
Deceit and guile depart not from her streets.
Uh-huh.
For it was not an enemy that reproached me.
It wasn't nobody that I knew was an enemy that went against me, that reproached me. Go ahead.
Then I could have borne it.
Then I could have carried it. I could have dealt with it. I understand it was an enemy. Go ahead.
Neither was it he that hated me,
Uh-huh.
that did magnify himself against me.
Go ahead.
Then I would have hid myself from him.
I'd have hid away. I would have stayed away from you. Go ahead.
But it was thou, a man my equal,
My buddy, my friend. Go
my
ahead.
guide,
Uh-huh.
and my acquaintance.
Uh-huh.
We took sweet counsel together, and walked unto the house of God in company.
Go ahead.
Let death seize upon them,
Uh-huh.
and let them go down quick into hell.
Let them pay for what they're doing to me.
For wickedness is in their dwellings,
Uh-huh.
and among them.
That's how them people are. Those are the people that's sneaky, that's right there amongst you, that's doing nothing but dirt.
Well, absolutely. But yeah, the Most High, I mean, it's got to be, well, only through His grace that we just fall and rise and fall, you know. But anyway, so I'm in the midst of this pit. Literally, it's been several years. It crossed gender, it crossed race, and even geography.
Right.
So much so when I woke up to notice it, I'm like, where the heck is this coming from? I mean, you don't know me, I don't know you. So why you have these feelings, like, you know, and why you know, but sometimes you read, me, I look at your eyes, I look at your body, and I don't care what's coming out of your mouth. See, what need to be seen is what's coming out of your heart, so you're able to see what is not seeable and hear what is not hearable.
Absolutely.
You know? Because I'll stand still and just let you talk, but I'm not always moved by the flowery words of, flowery words that you're saying.
Right.
I mean, when your body language, your eyes, and your actions
Saying something
saying
different.
something else. You know? And man, I have some stories. I was smart enough to write it down.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of testimony, but my thing is, and I'm asking for prayer because nobody can identify what I'm saying, and I'm like, speaking what I'm saying, I'm gonna speak it like it is, I'm gonna tell it like it is, and I'm always approachable.
Right.
You understand? I ain't gotta agree with you, but I don't say that be disagreeable. I'm gonna listen at you.
I agree.
Because you may have a point there.
Right.
And if I didn't think like that, I would have never came into this too. Because I came up as a minister in the Baptist church.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, all of us kind of come up in that Christianity.
My thing is,
Isaiah 59,
okay,
19.
I plant the seed, the Most High give the increase. True. That's all I can do.
True.
You know, and some of it bore fruit.
Right.
You know, so much so that the Most High would let me know that do what you're doing. Stay the course.
I think it's 59, 19.
Go battle back.
Is that what I want?
Read that game is hard. I mean, it's very.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, in his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
The enemy come in like a flood. Go ahead.
The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion.
That's what we're waiting on. So we're using it. I know that that's going into a deep parable talking about when the so-called white man come against us. But when it's talking about when the enemy or his minions come in like a flood, the Lord lifted up that standard. That's why you're still here to even talking about the situation that you're going through. So when they come in and attack you, the Lord lifted up your spirit.
I'm looking at the end of the day where this is going to, I'm looking at it, I'm saying like, okay, what is this about? You understand? Because if you can't get along with me, you can't get along with nobody. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I've always been. But at the same time, taking those shenanigans.
Right.
You can't cross that line. You can't come inside unless you invited in.
Right. Right.
You understand? That's the way I've always been, and neither most of not. The name of the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but this is beyond belief. And I'm talking about people that only one little short testimony. And I'm gonna let you brother do. When I first come out here, one of my boys that was sick, his wife asked me to go to, he was in a nursing home. They asked me would I go see him. And so when I came out here, now I was born in Charity Hospital. Yeah. And my early life was right here in New Orleans. You understand? So I was out there in the jungle with everybody else. Did the same thing. You know, ain't no way to drop down from heaven, man. I was dirty, really dirty.
Right.
And so I was trying to find my way because a lot of the street names changed and it kind of pulled me off with and then when you go on the phone, they pronounce it a little bit.
It's different, right. How it's written.
It kind of but anyway, long story short. This lady, she was, the name of the store, but the main, well, Wendy's, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so she heard when I had my daughter on the phone, she was trying to give me some directions how to get to that nursing home, you know? Yeah. And so the lady, the chick behind the cash register, wait on you and stuff like that. So she was like, listen, because I was fumbling around in the basket, the items I had, so I had to put on speaker, and then she offered to help. She offered to help me with the tell me what I need to do and where I need to go and so forth to reach my destination.
Right.
And at the same time, because it don't happen to me, this didn't happen. When I first come out here, it's been gotten worse. My relationship. And even I don't have none. I mean, that's been. Well,
You don't have family down there no more?
Huh?
You don't have no family down there?
No, I got family. What I'm saying, we're not.
They're not tight.
No, we're on a different page.
Gotcha. Now I'm understanding.
I'm on a different page.
I'm understanding. Right.
And, okay, so anyway, so I thanked her for trying to help. I say, I thanked her. I said, I really appreciate giving me some information and help and everything. I said, because I generally, there's folk that would throw me under the bus or cast me over the board. You know what that woman told me? She said, I know.
Yeah.
She said, I know it. I know. And I'm like, I don't know you. You don't know me. She said, I know. I said, they got people who literally, and I've been getting these attitudes like you know me. And a couple of times that I just popped off, but most of the time I just do me.
Right.
You know, because I'm all right, so I'm just do me. There's a couple of times that because it's so pervasive and continuous, I pop off.
Oh, you flashing out so you don't let that New Orleans spirit catch hold to you? And now you flashing out?
No, I'm gonna meet you on the ground. Well, let's do it this way. Let's do it. I'll speak your language.
I see that.
Yeah,
that's what you tell her. I'm hearing what you're saying.
So when she told me this, and I done had folks didn't want to wait on me.
Yeah.
Don't know me.
Wow.
So where in the hell is this? Excuse my expression. Where is this coming from?
Yeah. I mean,
and they had